Welcome and welcome back. We've arrived on the Chesapeake Bay, and it took a little bit of effort. We have lightning! Try this off. Get off the lens. This should be a squall that passes fairly quickly. Another one's going to pass in a few hours. Scattered storms, and hopefully it doesn't bite me. I've got the current right now and making good progress, but the storm is a bit of a hindrance. What are you going to do? We are making our way from the Delaware Bay and Delaware River over to the Chesapeake via the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. I'm letting Sparky do the driving and avoiding touching my metal wheel. And nav lights are on. I haven't turned on my radar yet. My visibility is still pretty good. The steaming light is on, so did see some lightning off in the distance. My mast is 60 feet tall, but I'm approaching some bridges, and they might be better targets for lightning than me, I hope. Bridges are good, we like bridges. I'm also confident in the design of this sailboat. This is a Catalina 42 with a keel stepped mast. So I've got iron going down into the water. I've got aluminum going up into the air 60 feet. And if I'm struck by lightning, lightning can find a path directly down through the mast to the keel and into the water. Sure, I could get hurt, but frequently when lightning strikes a sailboat, the people aboard are okay as long as they're not touching metal, but electronics get fried. I don't want anything bad to happen, but I mean, there's a chance. I'm not talking about a subject I know a great deal about, but I think there's a chance that I could get struck, the lightning would find a path to the keel, and I could come out of it unscathed. Things could go differently as well. They could go awry. I might, look like a skeleton here on video, but we'll see. It's a squall and it's passing, and it just kind of comes with the territory. Visibility and ship traffic, honestly, are issues that I would worry about a little bit more than the potential for being struck by lightning. I don't know how I'm going to deal with the anxiety of going under bridges on the intercoastal waterway with only 4 feet of clearance, or 3. I'm going to sweat it. I had, 50 feet of clearance on that bridge. The world changes here. I'm on the west end of the C&D Canal in the Elk River, which is part of, I guess it's part of the Chesapeake Bay. It's beautiful here, and the homes are different, the landscape is different, the waterway is different. This is what I've been shooting for. This is fantastic. I'm just outside Chesapeake City, Maryland, and I'm enjoying life, and I'm enjoying an early morning cruise to get to the channel and then on to Annapolis today. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Chesapeake Bay's Bay Bridge. You know what this means? We're in Annapolis, but it also means crab! Annapolis is a magical place. There are more sailboats here per square inch than any other place on the planet, and they're serious sailors. These folks sail in and out of their slips under sail with 30-foot boats. It's just amazing. Annapolis is on everybody's list to visit when they're in the Chesapeake Bay, sailing or cruising, whether they're loopers or whether they're international travelers. It's home to St. John's College, America's third oldest college behind Harvard and the College of William and Mary. It's where George Washington resigned his commission so he could become President of the United States. It's home to the United States Naval Academy, which, if you didn't know, is primarily an engineering school. And when the Continental Congress met there in 1773, it became America's first capital of an emerging nation. A lot of sailboats out there. I don't know if Wednesday night is sail racing night here in Annapolis, but man, there are a lot of sailboats out there. The camera won't pick it up as well as my eyeballs. They do love to sail here. It's just a beautiful town, beautiful old town. George Washington and Benjamin Franklin used to drink beer here in a local tavern together. Co-conspirators. It's just a beautiful place. I have a minefield of crab pots out here. I like crab, I get it. This is the cost of loving crab. They have to be caught in places where I could catch a crab pot line on my keel. Very, 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 very common for crab pots to be placed in areas near channels so that there's a hazard to sailors and other boaters, but that's just the way it works. It's beautiful here, arriving in Galesville. I have nothing against fishermen. Fishermen are great. They've got their hobby and they've got their boats. There are no fishermen here. This is all sailboats. This is Annapolis, Maryland. I mean, I'm in Galesville, just south of Annapolis. This place is a sailing mecca. I mean, look, every single slip is a sailboat. This place is the real deal. If you're a sailor, you need to visit this place. And this is where I knew I would get my AIS installed once I acquired it. I acquired it way up in Albany, New York. I should have put it in a while ago, but I didn't. And got through the Detroit River okay, and didn't get run over in the Hudson going through New York City. That's good. But it will be good to have, you know, along the coast and in shipping lanes, of course. It's great. I love this place. You've got Ryan, the mechanic, tech. What would you call yourself, Ryan?
Technician.
Technician.
Say technician. I do everything.
We're going to call him expert. Ryan is here as the expert to install the AIS system from Hartge Marina. It's small and fiddly, and it requires more aptitude in electronics than I have. And I'm grateful that Ryan's here to install this stuff. It will take him a couple of hours. It would take me a couple of weeks.
It looks silly, but it'll work.
It'll look great.
Just turned up to my holes don't line up. I could cut a piece of starboard or something to put underneath of it and run screws in, or I could just stick that over it.
That's the reason they made it out of plastic, so you can more easily drill holes into it. I wouldn't worry about how it looks.
But if I just, I could just put that underneath, put the screws back in, and
sounds good.
Call it a
Sounds
day.
good to me. Yeah,
Okay, that'll work then.
Yeah. This is the AIS system. I've got Ship Tracker on my phone, and so I can see what ships are coming my way that have AIS, but they don't know who I am. They can see me on radar, and they could call me on the radio, and they could say, sailboat off of Cape Hatteras, please get out of my way, or something like that, or sailboat off of Annapolis, please get out of my way. But with AIS, they'll know that it's stir crazy, and they can say, Captain, stir crazy, get out of my way.
You'll also be able to see all of that on the chart plotter. Once this hooks into the talk, that'll all, you'll see all the other boats and everything will pop up on the plotter itself.
So that's an excellent point. So I won't need to mess with my phone on my chart plotter itself. I'll be able to see what ships are where because that's what they're seeing. It's sort of like, well, it's better than a radar system in many ways because it's more clear to see. Everything is more identifiable. But the communication will be enhanced, and there could be times when that's really important. I learned that my chart plotter wasn't on the breaker marked chart plotter. It was on my breaker marked Axiom for the system that Ray Marine sold for my electronics, which is great, which means I can have the AIS then wired to my chart plotter breaker and turn on AIS only when I need it, instead of it being on all the time. That will help me to conserve battery and help me to hide when I need to. Hartge Marina in Galesville, Maryland is really a cool place. It's been family owned since the 1860s. It feels small because it's so quaint, but they've got a lot of slips and places to pick up a mooring buoy, shops for fabrication, services for repair. They have everything that I could possibly need and plenty of space for transient boaters. I was really glad to land a place there, and they took good care of me. I am in Rosaryville State Park near Upper Marlboro, Maryland. While I've been sailing, I've been neglecting staying in shape. I've let my sailing schedule push me, and I have not kept up with my workout. I'm here to get in a bike ride. I'll keep it short on video, but for me, it's 9 miles and change on the perimeter trail at Rosaryville State Park. Now, how did I get here from Galesville, Maryland? Well, truth be told, I had to go back to Michigan after nearly 2 months on the boat and take care of some business there. And I'll need to go back in a few weeks as well. I'll tell you about that later. And so, since I had to go back to Michigan, I rented a car, drove back the 12 hours, took care of my stuff, and then coming back, yeah, I brought the lead sled. I've got the bike mobile with me, and so I will park that in Galesville at a marina. I'll go off and I'll sail the Chesapeake. Yes, there will be crab cakes ahead. You should enjoy this. This is a good part of my sailing. I don't have a schedule pushing me, but I'll hit some of the cool spots in the Chesapeake Bay, and then I'll come back, get my car, and then take my bike back to Michigan with me in my car. So it's cool to have my car here. I drove about 20 miles from where I was in Galesville, Maryland, where the boat is, out to this park. So I am fired up. And yeah, I will likely get rained on while I'm out here, but I really don't care. This will be great. Thanks for joining me. It's a nice trail, a little up and down, easy. I think the elevation gain is 500 feet on this trail. Two-way traffic on this trail. There's potential for me to see other bikers, hikers, or horseback riders. I do like to see horses. Hikers are okay too. Tight turn. I like it. A little technical, teeny bit, and a bridge. Billy goat. This is a beautiful trail. Oh my gosh. It's not fast. You're seeing fast parts because that's where I think it's interesting to turn on the camera. It's a slow go. It's a lot of roots and a fair number of low hills that keep the rider working, but it's a nice trail. Coming in hot. Whoa. That was lucky. It's late, I'm hungry, and I'm having crab cakes at Pirates Cove in Galesville, Maryland. And I think I need a new shirt. I feel very fortunate. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're feeling good fortune in your life too. You'd like this place, honestly. Come out to Annapolis, visit Washington, D.C., head over to Annapolis, come down to Galesville, visit Pirates Cove, get yourself a good crab cake. Wow. Maryland blue crab. Wow. Sorry about all the background noise in this one, but that singer actually was really good. Hey, thanks for joining me, and next time, we're going to visit a place where one of your favorite movies was shot. No kidding! Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'll see you soon. Thanks.